Hi everyone and welcome back to the garden here in Neath, South Wales. Well, it's definitely not the best of evenings, but I've got to make a start, raining or not, on just starting the overwintering process, and I just want to have a little bit of tidying up around the garden. So let's get started before the nights start drawing in. I can't believe now it started to rain, but I just want to take down some of the older leaves off this banana just to get it ready for the overwintering. And I think this is going to be coming indoors. It's looking a little bit sorry for itself now. I'll just leave this now to dry out. Just keep it ticking over. I'll probably just water it now once a month. And hopefully that will pull through. I'll just keep the one leaf on it. And another thing that needs trimming back are all of these old hosta leaves. And I'll just keep this plant then in the corner. Some of them can just be pulled away. But it's pointless now holding on to any of this. It's definitely come to the end of this season. I've done exactly the same to my other one, so I'll just keep them now against the wall until next spring. There's always things growing over next door's boundary, so I've always got to come in and just snip off. The bottom of the garden is very overgrown. It's full of brambles and honeysuckle, and I don't want it coming over and strangling all my plants. So I always come down here every few weeks and just snip off what I can, just to make our side look a little bit more presentable. Typically starting to rain now. Any more in there? And I want to get this done. That's all the recycling will go out tomorrow. I need to get it out. Oh, that's better, isn't it? That gets it all. Can't really do it when there's things in you though.
Certainly works well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That certainly works well. Oh, what a good idea.
I know.
There's a big clump of it behind there, look. Behind that leaf. Big thick clump of it, is it? There they are. Actually, it was leaf.
Well, look at that. Who needs a fishing net?
No.
Sometimes you've got to improvise. I never thought of using a net until somebody said, what you need is a fishing net. I thought I'll use a sieve.
It's worked perfectly, isn't it?
Well, it gets
It's
most of it
amazing,
out.
right, that it's still actually growing
I know.
this late in the year.
Well, we're only 2 weeks off November.
Yeah.
Oh, went in my ear.
Yeah, like she's running right down the middle of that leaf.
Oh,
It's like funnel.
here we are. Job done. Well, it's Thursday today and I've got a few days off from work and I wanted to get the garden sorted out, ready for the winter to come. But it has been a lot of showers today, so I don't think I'll be going out to do anything else. And after spending so much time yesterday clearing up the pathways, I think we're back to square one on that department. As the slightest bit of rain and they all get messed up again. So moving into the cover of the greenhouse. So I've got my fleece ready. I bought that last week and there's not an awful lot in here now. I've got the Ioniums there, Tony's agave and Tony's other agaves there. As you can tell, they're his favourite plants at the moment. The Tetrapanax pup is doing really well and I just come in here and water this now about once a week just to keep it slightly damp. But there's definitely growth there right in the centre and it's pushing out new leaves all the time. At some point over the next few days I wanted to come out and just sort out this area here. It needs a good brushing up and the tiki bar needs to be started to put away. All the ornaments have got to come off it, and Tony and myself are going to cover this over this year. Just waiting now for a little bit of dry weather. I should have done it 2 weeks ago when we had that nice dry spell. Right, so let's take a little look around the garden. It's Friday today and we're almost now at the end of October and the weather is definitely getting colder. I came out this morning and it was only 1 degree, but at the moment it's about 14, so it's not too bad. But I've got to start thinking now about what I'm going to do with the bananas, and last year I started wrapping them up about the 20th of November. By looking back at the last videos, that's what I found, and so they've got a few more weeks yet. So you'll probably be thinking, just by looking at this video, that I do quite a lot to keep the upkeep going of the tropical garden, but really that's not true at all. It's quite minimal. I brush up about twice a week maybe. I hardly have any weeds. And so don't be put off by what you see. It really is quite an easy hobby and something that I really enjoy. So this is the first year that I've actually had a cycas or sago palm in the garden, and it's in quite a protected spot, just up against the wall. So I'm hoping that being tucked in here, it'll be quite protected. So I don't really know how I'm going to go about overwintering this. I think I'll probably use some fleece in the centre. I don't really go building any sort of structures to keep things protected. It's just the bare minimum in my garden. So we'll have to wait and see. And hopefully this lovely sago palm will pull through for next year. The dinosaur heuchera has really settled in well there now, and that looks lovely against the pathway. Really does brighten up the spot. And these are just some of the Musa Basjoo bananas that I've got in my garden, and I do want to keep the height of these, as the stems now are about 5 foot tall, and I'd like to keep that height for next year. So a few more weeks and these then will be cut back and just wrap up the stems with the fleece. So this is the tree fern that I will be protecting, and this is a 2 foot trunk, and what I did last year was just stuff the crown with some fleece on the colder evenings, and I just wrapped just around the top there just to keep it protected, and it definitely worked as it rewarded us with loads of growth this year. So we did also buy another tree fern a few weeks ago, and this one here is a 3 foot trunk, and we had this as a half price bargain. So it's a bit thin really on the old fronds, but I'm hoping for a nice show next year. So it's had plenty of rainfall on it, and this too will be protected on the top of the trunk and the crown. And it's quite difficult to see in the sunshine, but my Euphorbia wolfenii does seem to be perking up a bit, so that's good news. So I just brushed off all the old dead foliage, and it seems to have done the plant a world of good. So fingers crossed for that one. So I hope you've enjoyed having a little look around the garden, and I really enjoyed having a few days off from work just to relax in the garden, as I do find any sort of gardening work quite relaxing. So I enjoy spending my time out here. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.